Double Take Sports Talk, 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Today we are going to recap all the NFL games today. We'll have our reactions and our opinions about today's game that is coming up next. All right, 5 good minutes, Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to the show. I'm Darren Watson. On the other side of me is Daryl Watts. Say hello to him today.
Yeah, what's going on?
All right, we are here. We are here. A little housekeeping before we start. If this podcast get cut off, we will be very well known about that. So don't mind us and just let it be known that we know about it.
Yeah.
We do not have our second recorder, so it would be up to me to have everything done. So if you don't get the full podcast, it would be the same way for everybody. So I'm hoping that all of it would be recorded. We shall see.
Fingers crossed.
Well, now that we done got that out the way, today, recap of all the NFL games. A very disappointing day for some of us football fans, especially for me and Daryl, considering our predictions did not go very well as we predicted from last week.
Sure did.
Okay, you ready to do it?
Let's do it.
I think I'm ready. Yes, I am. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our 5 minutes starts now. We start out with the first 1 o'clock game, I believe it was. Yeah, we start out with our first 1 o'clock game. Where is my first 1 o'clock game, man? I don't have it. I have to go by the paper. Our first 1 o'clock game is the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The Ravens won that game 25-20. Yeah, I don't like that they do that. Oops. We got, let's see, what did Ben Roethlisberger do in this game? Ben Roethlisberger threw 31 for, I'm sorry, I said Andy Dalton. 19 for 37, 259 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Andy Dalton, 31 for 54, 366 yards, 1 touchdown. Wait.
That's right.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's right, but I said the wrong team. Am I looking at week 1? Yes, I am looking at week 1. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And if I say, I don't like that they did that. I don't like that they did that. Here we go. Now, this looks a little better. Oh, I clicked the wrong team. Is what I did.
So you were still on week 2.
But the wrong team. The Ravens and the Cleveland Browns, they won. The Ravens won 25-20. Tennessee won today against the Detroit Lions 16-15. Kansas City lost to the Houston Texans 12-19. The Dolphins lost to the New England Patriots 24-31. The New Orleans Saints lost to the New York Giants 13-16. The Dallas Cowboys won to the Washington Redskins 27-23. The San Francisco 49ers got their butts handed to them by the Carolina Panthers 27-46. And the Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers 16-24. Is this week 2 or week 3?
This week 2.
Something is wrong with this. Oh, that's because I don't have the Green Bay game because I printed it out before it started playing. The Green Bay Packers just wrapped up their game, and the Minnesota Vikings won 17-14. The Indianapolis Colts lost today, of course, 34-20 to the Denver Broncos. The Oakland Raiders lost to the Atlanta Falcons 35-28. The San Diego Chargers handed Jacksonville their butt 38-14, and the Cardinals also handed them their cleats and their butts 40-7. And the Los Angeles Rams finally won their first game at home, beating the Los Angeles Rams 9-3 against the Seattle Seahawks. The Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, no touchdowns were scored in that game, but Todd Gurley, 19 attempts for 51 yards.
Not a good number.
No, it is not a good number, but we're waiting for something that we was expecting to hear from you.
Yep. I'm just going to come straight out with it, even though he still sucked. Like I said last night, if the Rams did lose last night, if they won last night, they won. Now, I will personally apologize on air, in which they did win. So I'm going to go and apologize now. I'm apologizing to Todd Gurley myself for, not believing in the Rams, and downing them and beating the Seahawks.
But you actually downed Todd Gurley himself versus the Rams themselves.
I mean, that proved it, but he said that we as a team was going to win. So that's why I am apologizing as a whole team and Todd Gurley himself. Mm-hmm. So, even though his numbers do not show that it's worth an apology, but
they won the game.
That's what I'm just going to get into. He said that they was going to win the game, and they did it. And
he didn't say how they was going to win.
Exactly.
He just said they were going to win.
They didn't have to do it by touchdowns. They did it by field goals. They was all limited to field goals. Both defenses came out and played well.
Very well, too.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm just throwing it out there. Todd Gurley, I apologize for it. St. Louis. LA Rams, I apologize also.
It is amazing. Russell Wilson, 22 for 35, 254 yards and no touchdown. Chase Keenum, 18 for 30, 239 yards, no touchdowns and no picks. I'm amazed at that number, considering that they threw a lot. There were no touchdowns.
The numbers was pretty low all around.
I mean, but I'm amazed at the number of attempts and the number of yards with no touchdowns and no interceptions. I'm very amazed at that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our 5 minutes. Thank you for listening to the show.
All right, you can check us out on the social media side. Listen to more of our podcasts. You follow us on Twitter at DTST2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at the Watch Brothers. Subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. Of course, we got the blog, Future Critical Thinking and Analysis. You can check that out at Double Take Sports Talk. .blogspot.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the show. It's Darren. They're on the other side of me. Yep. Catch up with us on another episode. Until then, ciao.